wasn't telling me you were live for a bit.
Sorry? Well, I'm live now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Well, that's weird. Oh, I know what's happened. What is this thing doing there? Oh, go away, weird sidebar, ruining my nicely planned out display. Adding weird sidebars. There we go. Right, hello everyone, and welcome to D&D Session 21. As well, how would be the best way of summing up last session with so much murder?
It was a nice little visit to an idyllic village. Originally.
Well, until, as I said, until all the murder.
Yeah.
And accidents, you know, and things
Yeah.
that definitely weren't murders.
Yeah, no, the covering up a crime scene that someone doesn't deserve to be punished for isn't exactly, you know. I mean, it is technically a crime, but should it be like?
Seems more of a moral grey area.
Yeah.
Once again, we're in a situation where Streamlabs has decided that Discord does not exist.
What is their beef?
It just has this weird sort of thing sometimes where it's like, oh, unless it's full screen, it doesn't exist.
What did Discord do to Streamlabs?
I don't know, but it was probably vile and unpleasant. Well, shall we start with the usual business of initiative rolls?
Alright. 19.
19, yeah. 24.
24.
Oh, Fernando might be going first.
I think I got a 10.
Yep, Fernando's definitely going first. A good session for him to go first.
Oh boy. Oh. Well, the last thing
because everyone's going to be getting ready for the trip.
Yeah. Given that I think Fernando's the only person who's had a good time in this village, makes sense he'd have more energy.
Yes, I do believe the last thing I did was go to bed so we could wake up for a carriage, which is arriving today.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go and get ready. I'm going to start downstairs and wait for everybody to join.
Are you gonna stay in the pub, or are you gonna take a look outside, or?
No,
Because
for
remember,
now I'll
you
stay in
require
the.
less sleep, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the pub and get some breakfast.
Okay. Well, the pot boy's there as usual at this time of the day, so he welcomes you as always. You know. Oh, hello, Fernando.
Yes, good morning.
A bit quieter last night, but how is everyone? Everyone sleep all right?
I think so. I presume so.
Oh, good,
We'll
good.
find out.
Shame that you'll be leaving us today. It's been enjoyable.
Yes, enjoyable, yes, but can't stay in one place too long.
Oh no,
Need to.
no. Oh, sorry. You were saying?
Yes. I'm a bard's nature is indeed to wander.
Hmm. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, you can't get much money by just staying in the same place all the time.
No, of course not. I'm sure eventually everyone will run out of money if I stay here too long.
Well, you wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Can't.
Yeah, no, and I'm sure you wouldn't either.
Oh no. Yes, my patrons can only spend so much at a time. Or shall we say, our patrons?
No, yes, indeed.
But yes, I'm sure you're very welcome. You and your companions are very welcome to come back in at any point if you are in the area.
Yes, and anytime I am near, I will pay this village a visit again.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, just remember us. Tillfield Inn. When you hit the big city lights.
I do. It means I do miss being near a city.
Well, just gotta make it to the big city next.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Well, there's always things to encounter on the road. Not always friendly.
I'm just gonna gesture my rapier. I'm aware, but sometimes things. Well, let's just say things should watch out for Fernando.
Hmm. Yes, they certainly should. Because I'm sure Fernando has been in his share of fights.
Oh, yeah, more than I wish to have been.
Oh,
But
haven't we
I'm still
all?
standing,
Haven't we
and
all?
I'm still standing and mostly intact, shattering with the magic hand.
Well, as I said, you must have been doing something to have lost your hand like that. I mean, you don't lose a hand by scratching your ass.
No, and thankfully, Thankfully, it was just the hand. Anyway, I'll let you go about your business, and if you could bring breakfast over to my table, that'd be much appreciated, my friend.
Oh, of course. Was there anything you particularly wanted?
Whatever the finest thing you have going this morning.
Well, I'll see what I can find.
Well, thank you very much, my friend.
Do you know when your companions will be joining us?
Oh, I woke up late today, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Fernando got up to try and time his breakfast with everyone else's, so hopefully they won't be too much longer.
Okay. Okay, so now it is... Assuming I read this right. Yeah, it's Richter.
Alright. Right, I'm in the tavern as well, yeah?
Yeah, you went to sleep upstairs.
Yeah. I'll just roll out of bed, just sort of put my armor on, come down the stairs.
Oh, good morning. The
Morning.
potboy greets you from behind the till. Well, behind the bar. Did you sleep well?
Well enough, thanks. Where's
Well, you all set for your trip?
just about. Think I'm gonna grab some breakfast and probably something a little stronger, just to get me going. All right. So, everyone else up yet?
Oh, just Fernando at the moment.
I'll just I'll just go over to the table and sit down. Since I asked for alcohol, like, what am I paying the guy?
Oh, what were you after?
I don't know. Something. I don't know. Something strong that would wake him up in the morning. Irish coffee, that kind.
Sounds about right. Oh yeah, I can brew you up something with a wee drop of the creature.
Sounds good to me, mate.
Let's call it a Actually, don't worry. Don't worry about the money. You know,
Mighty
you
kind
and
of you, mate.
you and you and Fernando and your companion are always welcome here. So yeah.
Oh well, thank you very much.
So, so I assume you two are both going to sort of sit down and wait for your food.
Yeah.
So, Obnoxious, you're the one waking up next.
Was that inspiration?
All right.
Always
So I go walking out then and notice this person that's been talking with everybody. I'm just going to kind of give him a quick nod
Morning.
and just say, tea. And then I'm going to go sit down.
Okay. Hello there, Phil. Did you want anything for breakfast
Oh,
at
no.
all? Or are you all right?
Nope, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. Well, the wagon should be here anytime soon. They'll probably want to hang around for a little, probably 20 minutes or so, just to pick up a few supplies. I know the sometimes the passengers want to have a quick bite to eat, but it shouldn't be. They won't be too long. So as you're eating breakfast, and Noxious is just sort of sitting there resting.
Drinking my tea and otherwise being surly.
A couple of large carriages arrive outside. One carriage is a little bit, well, it's quite significantly posher than the other, and a guy steps out and walks into the bar. He's wearing very strange armor. And he walks up, hello, Tavern Keep. Do you have, any supplies, any food we can buy? Well, yeah, of course we have food and things. What sort of thing are you after? Well, I'm after something a bit more upmarket than this place looks like from the outside. I assume you have some decent quality wine. Me and my wife only like the best. What can we get for 10 gold? Well, I suppose. Well, I could give you this, this decent bottle. It's the best our owner has. You can have that for 10 gold. Oh, excellent. Could you also prepare us a bit of a hamper for the trip? Here's another 10 gold. Just all sorts of things for me and my my wife. She has a large appetite. So yes, we need quite a large amount of food. He sort of turns to you three. Evening, good morning, gentlemen. How are you this lovely morning?
Can't complain.
Are you
Yes, I'm very good. I've had a very good 2 days.
Are you joining us on the driver mentioned something about other people potentially joining us here on the car?
Oh yes, that would be me and my faithful companions here.
Well. Well, I suppose that depends on what class you're going to be asking the driver for. Because, we don't want any riffraff in my carriage with my wife. She would be most upset if one of you said something. She's a very sensitive woman.
Oh, don't worry, our Fernando's no stranger
Can
to
I
sensitive
insight
women, eh?
this guy? Can I insight this guy? Oh, a 6. Oops.
Not with that, you won't.
Fernando's.
Nope.
Just gonna look up, kind of, with my teacup in front of my face and wink at him, and then go back to ignoring him.
From outside, you hear a rather strange booming voice yelling, Arthur! Arthur! Have you not got that banquet sorted out yet? At which point he goes to the door and goes, I've ordered the food, my love. We'll be there shortly. Can you roll me a perception check?
No. No, I cannot.
Are we all rolling?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got a 10. I'm very
did better than
intently
I
looking
did.
at this tea.
You're
16.
obnoxious. Your 10's better than I did.
Obnoxious, strangely enough, Obnoxious and Richter are both aware of it. They only needed the 10. The person who was shouting is actually an ogre. His wife's an ogre. About 8 feet high in a green leotard, with a massive gauntlet on her right wrist and a helmet and a shoulder pad.
So Fernando doesn't even know, but I'm just gonna chuckle and be like, "All yours, Fernando."
I'm gonna lean in and whisper to him. No, I think not. Large appetite and miserable husband does not spell good news for Fernando. I can tell the makings of a fat chick when I hear one. I said whisper to him.
Anyone who's on the stream will see what I'm referring to.
Well, I have it up. I can't see it though, because I'm pressure washing my porch. So that's why I keep muting.
Yes, she's out there waiting for her husband to get food. Well, once we've got our food, we'll be heading back to the carriage. You'll need to speak to the driver to organise your, where you are going to be seated. So as the pot wash makes the lunches and makes the lunch for those two, Arthur heads back outside to sort of settle his wife down, and then comes back to collect the food. The wagon master walks in and sort of addresses you. I hear you chaps are after a ride to the next town.
Yes, this is correct. We indeed are.
Well, we offer 2 services on this on our trip.
2 services, you say?
Well, there's
I think Fernando said he was treating us to the deluxe carriage.
Huh?
I said, I think Fernando said he was treating us to the deluxe carriage with his giant money bags.
well, you can either go for the well, there's the 3 copper per mile service. There's the 3 silver per mile service, and the 3 gold per mile service.
What's the appreciable difference between the 3?
Well, basically, on the gold service, I'd actually defend you, if we get robbed. On the copper, I'll just basically throw you overboard. And the silver, less likely to throw you overboard.
How much just to be locked in the trunk and go to sleep the whole way?
Well, I don't have a trunk big enough.
I don't think we're gonna need defending.
Well, that's up to you.
I tell you, Mr. Moneybags is suspiciously quiet.
I think the 3 silver service will do us just fine.
Is that each or is that as a group? Is it group rate?
Yeah,
I mean, it's per mile, so it would be on distance travel, surely.
yeah. Yeah, it's, for the 3 of you, it's 3 silver per... For the 3 of you, it's 3 silver per mile.
Oh. Literal highway robbery.
But as it's silver service, it's with a smile. Gold service, it's with a bigger smile.
But I take it
I even put in my decent teeth when for the gold service customers.
I assume as silver passengers that we will not need to defend the caravan. You will be providing defense for the gold members.
Yes. Yes, I will be looking after the gold passengers. There's only the 2. There's only Arthur King and his wife.
And how many miles is it to the next town? Or wherever? Where are we heading? That's a
I don't think we had
I
a
can't remember
specific
where we're
point.
heading to.
I think
we were
heading
just
to
going to the next town.
you're heading to Long Key, so that you can actually get a boat.
Oh
So
no,
then
not
you can-
another boat trip.
Well, with the boat, you
Right.
can sail back to where you came from, and not take the. Well, it's the longer way of getting back. The shorter way is just to head through the portal. But
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
Well, we don't have the glyph for that side.
I've been
I didn't
too
write those
long
down.
from
I've written
the
down
sea.
this town.
Richter's looking forward to the boat trip, quite frankly. It's been a while.
so So, which service would you like to buy? The silver service?
The silver service.
Okay. Well, it does mean you'll have to share with the other higher paying clients.
I don't have a problem with that. The more the merrier.
The carriages. What kind of carriages are they? Like, what's the roofing situation?
Roofing situation.
Yeah, what's the roof on the carriage like? Are they storing all the luggage up there?
They're storing luggage on the back.
Okay.
So there is, it's gonna be a tight fit. And I don't mean like, I don't know, like EasyJet tight fit, just tight fit the carriage. Well, if you load your goods, we'll be ready to go once our gold passengers have picked up their food, and they'll want to head off straight away. So, yes. The sooner you get your bags on board, the better. Okay, so that would make it Fernando's turn.
Fernando's just gonna grab his little sack of his inventory and just throw it on to the back of the. Well, he's gonna load it onto the back of the carriage.
Okay.
And he's debating whether he can just lie on top of the roof and have a nice peaceful trek.
Okay, and Richter?
Right. Okay. I don't know. Where's the D&D Beyond tab? There. Let's see. Have I got anything I need to do right now?
Well, you got to put your stuff on the wagons.
Okay, yeah, I'll just put my stuff on the wagons and climb on in.
Okay. And Obnoxious, it's your turn.
All right. Well, everything I have, I keep in my pack, so I'm just gonna sling it over my shoulder, jog up to the front of the carriage, and jump up into the shotgun position, and just smile at the driver.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from all of you?
All right.
If you have to. Yeah, no, I'm just happy in that seat.
6. Suddenly, I've gone blind.
We both got to
13.
6.
Sorry? Did you say 13?
Yeah, I said 13.
Well, you see the rather grisly display.
Oh, the head's in the well?
The head's on the monument in the center of the
that's
town.
right. I've already seen that, so.
Yes, you see 4 heads. One on each corner of the monument in the middle of the town. Goblin heads. Goblin heads, you know.
Yes, I suspected as much. Where's Wolfie when you need him?
Probably hoping to avoid the conflict. Unless Destroyer comes after him.
I'm not really angry, just really disappointed.
Yeah, that's what Fernando is.
So, because I rolled a 6, does that mean I didn't see and don't know about it, or does Fernando share the information?
That's up to
Fernando
Fernando.
is not sharing that information.
Yeah, it's up to him whether he chooses to, whether he or Obnoxious choose to disclose that information is up to them.
Yeah, I've kept it to myself this whole time, so I'm probably not gonna suddenly become interested in talking about it. I'm still coming to terms with how I feel about it and what I might do,
Right.
if anything.
And I just didn't notice it.
No, I think, Richter, you are the only person who doesn't know.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's almost like, the alcoholic Paladin was like not really aware of what was going on around him.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
Ignorance is bliss.
Well, Arthur King and his wife get back into the carriage, which immediately takes up quite a sizable amount of this space, as she is freaking huge. Yes. Rather shockingly muscular. They both sit in the carriage and sort of glare at the three of you like, we have to share with you, she says to her husband. We have to share with these three commoners.
Yeah, but
Couldn't the team get us a better service than this season? Why do we still play for them? It's just disgraceful. Just disgraceful. They make so much money, and they couldn't even be bothered to do this. Should get transferred next year. And you need to sort it out, Arthur. Not playing for this team if they keep doing this. Treating us like peasants. Making us travel with these riffraff. So, how are you going to react to that?
Well, since apparently Richter's fucking oblivious, I'm just gonna wave politely, like, hello.
Yeah.
Well, would I have heard it from the front of the cabin?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's
Oh, well,
quite
I'm just
loud.
gonna laugh loudly then, in the sarcastic manner, and just go back to what I was doing.
What about you, Fernando?
oh, madame, I would think you'll find that Fernando is anything but common. And referring to him as such does him a disservice. Now, DM, is there enough room on that roof for Fernando to comfortably just lie on his back and then just enjoy the sweet not having to share a carriage with this ogre?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna grab my guitar from my bag and then flip myself onto the top of the carriage,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna lie on my back and start just strumming.
Poor Richter.
That's fine. Just leave
Don't
me
worry,
alone
my
with-
friend Richter. I, Fernando, shall give you a melodious harmony of guitar strings as we ride through the country.
Oh, thanks a fucking bunch.
You trying to say something? You got some sort of problem there, pirate or paladin or whatever you are.
Oh, I have
Smell like a
plenty of
drunk.
I have plenty of those, but none with you. Problems plenty with you.
All I can think of is like on the airplane where he's like, I picked a bad day to stop drinking.
Well, luckily he had something strong this morning.
Yeah. So he's in a better mood than he might be.
Well,
So, you mentioned a team that you played for. A sports person, are you? I don't know sports. I'm a pirate.
Arthur sort of looks at you. You have never heard of Blitz Bowl?
Blitz Bowl?
Yes.
Can't say that I have.
We're both
my
players.
Ah,
You play for the Knights. It's a team at Long Key.
fascinating.
It's where our home
So what does
stadium is.
So what does this Blitz Bowl entail then? The only sports I know involve pistols.
Well, it involves 11 players on each side, and depending on which team is playing, they have various methods of getting the ball from the center of the pitch to the opponent's end zone. The team that scores the most wins.
Sounds intriguing. I bet any given team would have trouble with you two.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, you have a very... Well, you seem very athletic.
She seems very skeptical of your comments. Well, can't believe we have to travel this way, though. But not much we can do about that. As the wagon rumbles along, day turns into afternoon. Afternoon turns into evening. And the carriage driver announces to you, we're going to be stopping overnight. We're at our overnight stop. So if anyone wants to pitch camp or anything, you're welcome to do so. So you can have a decent night's sleep. But we will be heading off again first thing in the morning, so don't wander off.
You gonna pitch a tent, Fernando?
No, I think I actually might sleep out here under the stars. Is the weather good?
Yeah, the weather's quite nice.
Ah, no, my friend. I think I might stay up here. It's actually quite nice. Just lying on top of his carriage.
I don't know if Fernando finds the company more offensive or the smell.
Probably the smell.
Probably.
But she is not a chick. She is a woman.
Can I do? I guess since we're kind of breaking or setting up a spot to rest and everything, and everybody's probably not paying that much attention, can I do a perception check? I guess investigation to see if there's anything I can notice about these people, like how much money they might have, or if they have any valuables on them.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of mugging them?
I might be the worst rogue in the world, but I'm still a rogue.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Forget that. I no kidding got a 1 and a 2 with advantage.
Oh my goodness.
Like, what the hell is going on with rolls today?
I thought I was seeing things. I thought it was the same 6 from earlier on.
No.
I actually went to the website just to confirm it.
Nope, I legitimately got a 1 and a 2 with an
the-
advantage roll.
I saw the 6 and I was, as I said, I was like, we got another 6 in a row?
It was worse than that.
Well, it's the fact it added up to another 6.
Yeah. Ay. All right, well, I guess I'm not that interested in robbing these peasants.
Sorry, I'm just clearing the village a second. Okay, so none of you. Did any of you say you were actually going to get out of the wagon?
No, Fernando's been sitting up and moving, but he stayed consistently on top of this wagon actually for a change.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to stay in the same seat I've been riding in and kind of snooze there with my bag with me.
Okay.
Because Fernando knows to not pick a fight with a woman, and this woman is very offensive and will annoy the shit out of him.
Well, I guess Richter, are you going to be sleeping in the wagon or on the wagon or around the wagon? Because I can set up stones as a protective border just in case.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and nap in the seat I'm in. I don't
All
want to
right,
be the
well
only
then,
one making the fuss of setting up a tent.
then I will set rune stones around us in a circle so that
Cool.
at least for us, since they said we're going to be less protected, since we're just silver customers, we'll at least have that in case something happens.
Yeah.
Oh, Fernando's plans are, even if we get attacked, not to get involved.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe there's a
Well,
reward in it.
yeah, not without some negotiation of help for for, for free travel or
Overseas.
something for helping defend the caravan. Fernando is a sly businessman.
I'm just really cheap, so.
Yeah, well, the one thing I could say about Fernando so far is he's not cheap. He just gets comped a lot of stuff.
So the
Look,
wagon
the worst
master,
rogue in the world has no money because I. Oh, sorry.
the wagon master steps down from the thing and he's tied the horses up. And he says to Fernando, "Excuse me, sorry, I didn't have notice. What did you say your name was?"
Yeah, my name is Fernando Martinez.
You seem awfully. Were you in Long Key last? Well, no, you couldn't have been in Long Key last night. Someone mentioned to me they saw a Fernando in Long Key yesterday. Well, a couple of days ago when we were there.
Yeah, well, you will see that this is an imposter, him. Or someone with a very similar name to me.
No, it was definitely Fernando. Played sort of a lute or something. It was a guitar sort of thing. Very charming fellow, they said. Tiefling, bard. Yeah, as I said, played for money.
That sounds that sounds very familiar, but your friend must be mistaken.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it just seemed very familiar. Um, well, I'm gonna get some rest now. I don't know about the rest of you. But yeah, when we get to morning, we'll be heading off straight away. So it's up to you.
Just be like, well, heck, Fernando, I've heard of copycat killers, but never copycat crooners.
Well, maybe it's more than just a rumor.
I mean, you can't have someone else going around using your name and likeness.
Well, there was more than one of me in the dungeon, and if you remember.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he's still out there.
Didn't he get, like, murdered in the blood ritual?
It appears that way, but who can really say?
Well, if he didn't die the first time, he might die the next.
We've seen stranger stuff than that by this point.
Well, as it gets
Speak for yourself. I know nothing about what's been going on in this island.
well as
I
it
didn't
grows
do it.
later, a fog starts to roll in. And everyone heads to sleep. Everyone heads to bed. Okay, can you all give me a passive perception?
Do we press a different button for that, or is that the same thing?
So it's
18.
separate button.
No, it's
Oh.
not a button. It's just a score.
Oh yeah.
It appears separately. My passive perception's 13.
Okay.
Where do you see this?
Oh, I rolled for perception. 'Cause,
It's under the tab sensors.
right.
Abilities, saves, and senses. Pa, 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 pa.
Oh. My passive perception is 13.
I'm not seeing this passive perception.
Oh, it's right below your saving throws.
Oh, passive wisdom perception is 11.
Okay, so Richter and Fernando get woken up by this, but Noxious gets to sleep through it.
That's pretty normal.
There is a sound outside as though something is messing around near the horses.
Can I just tilt my head and look at it? Because I'm still on top of this carriage.
Yeah? Okay, give me a perception check.
Sure.
You'll still get a slight minus from the fog, but
Nope.
you're not...
Nope. Fernando
Nope.
sees jack shit.
it must be nothing.
Must be the wind.
Maybe it was the wind.
Maybe it's the wind. What about was it? Yeah, obnoxious. No, Richter.
Can I use the perception roll I just made by accident? Or do I have to roll again?
I'll let you have it.
Okay, that was 18.
You can see a green shape in the fog.
A green shape.
Yes, jumping up and down and sort of, and you can hear in the distance a little voice. Ready, 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 ready.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out around the carriage and sort of, stand between it and whatever this shape is, and just sort of wait to see how things play out.
You can see a sort of semi-translucent sort of version of Brody standing, barking at the horses. Well, sort of barking.
And since I'm the only one who doesn't know what happened to Brody, so am I seeing the ghost of Brody?
Yes.
Oh my God, Brody! What happened to you?
Brody. Unfortunately, he's not a Pokemon, so you can't understand what he's actually saying. He's just saying his name over and over.
So do I know that this is the ghost of Brody and therefore Brody is dead?
Well, you suspect it's some sort of phantom, but you might not know it's a ghost.
Ah, right. But it's definitely Brody.
Well, you would assume so, given the name thing and It looks like Brody,
Yeah.
and it's doing the Brody sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, Brody. How did this happen?
Looks at you.
Okay.
Brody. As he approaches you, you suddenly feel the air turn cold.
Yeah, I think from that I would ascertain that this is probably some sort of spectre. So something's happened to Brody. Oh. But why has he come to? I mean, did he come to find us, or did he just happen across us? I don't know. I'm the only one that didn't see the heads on the monument. uh, let's see. I think in this situation, not really sure what to do. So I'm gonna have a bit of trouble communicating with him, but so I'll put out my hand and see if I can pet him.
Okay.
That wasn't a good.
What he does is he runs up and slurps you. Well, he slurps your hand, and your hand is covered in ectoplasm. He's slime.
Do I know what? Do I know what ectoplasm is?
No. He's
Right.
just covered your hand in some sort of very strange cold goo.
Ah. Okay. So. Right. I don't know what to do.
Perhaps ask him where his owner is.
Where are the others? Where are your family, Brody?
Brody?
Yeah, the other goblins are always around. Where have they got to?
Brody. Brody turns around and runs off into the fog and disappears.
I think I'm gonna. Rather than how far away from the carriage am I at this point?
You're only about 10 feet.
So I'm close enough to like, am I close enough to tell the party what what's just happened?
Well, you'd have to wake them up. They're both sleeping. They didn't wake up. Well, actually, no.
Fernando woke up.
Fernando woke
Fernando
up.
got a 1. He went back to sleep.
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
didn't.
right.
He didn't hear anything.
A natural 1 is Fernando looked over, went and fell back to sleep.
So can I wake him up and tell him what I've seen?
Yeah, yeah. They wouldn't have a turn because they're sleeping, so you would get your turn again.
All right, I'll
So you're going to go over there and wake them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and wake the party, tell them what just happened, and
Well, how you? Okay, say to them what you're going to tell them,
all right.
as if you were. Well, and also tell me how you're going to wake them.
Right. Okay.
So describe how you wake them.
Okay. So, just well, Fernando's on the roof of the carriage, so I'm like, I don't think I can get up there.
Oh no, they're easy enough. I've managed it. They're not
Okay.
difficult to get onto the top of a carriage like that.
Well,
There's
I think
steps and things.
First, I would well, Obnoxious is probably closer to me, so first I'd go to him, shake him by the shoulder a little, and then just Obnoxious, something really weird just happened, and then I'm gonna like go up to the stairs, just gently sort of shake Fernando by the shoulder. It's like,
Okay, Obnoxious. How are you going to react to that? You
Ah,
shake.
what? 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 What do you want? I just fell asleep. What?
Sorry, but something really weird just happened. I gotta go and wake Fernando real quick. It's like, guys, do you remember that big goblin pet Brody that we saw way back when?
What about it?
I just saw him, but he was
Mm.
slimy and
Not possible.
vaguely translucent.
Yeah, I was going to say you've still got the gunge all over your hand.
Well, what the is that? I mean, I didn't puke this out myself.
Look, I don't know how you got something gooey on your hand in the middle of the night. All I know is seeing Brody's impossible.
And yet I did.
Well, what you dream about's got nothing to do with me. Why are you waking me up? Perverted dreams about goblin dogs isn't a good reason.
It went that way, and I'm not sure what to do about this. I don't know.
I guess, would I be able to use a nature check to see if I can ascertain if that is something foreign on him?
Yeah.
And not what I worry that it might be?
Yeah.
Okay. I got 12.
You can tell it's
I
not
rolled
something natural.
It's not something that... Okay. All right.
Not
So,
something
gunk on
that
your
you
hand. Gunk on your hand and you're seeing things. Did you put your hand in the plant or something?
No, I held it out to try and sort of like greet the ghost Brody thing. I figured I was hallucinating, but then he just sort of like slurped my hand.
All right, at this point, I'm just going to look up Fernando and be like, Fernando, you ever seen this crap before? I think Richter's lost his marbles, but can you at least check this, whatever he put his hand in?
No, I've seen ghosts before. I don't know why it would be here though.
Oh, so you believe him? It's a ghost.
Ah, yes, ghosts exist. I mean, there's plenty of evidence in the world.
Ghosts, gods. It's a mess out here.
I'm not sure what could have happened to Brody, but
These characters live in the D&D world. The gods exist. They visit them.
Oh, but
they
my
visit
character
people.
doesn't like them. He doesn't like that stuff. He just pretends half of it doesn't exist if he can help it.
Just because
Normally-
I
He
see
especially
something
doesn't like
doesn't mean
God.
I
He's
believe
like
it.
he's like the D&D version of a flat earther. It just he's literally out there trying to be an atheist in the D&D world where gods literally walk among you.
He just has an incredible distaste for the things.
Seeing is
I
not
don't believe in the
necessarily
gods. What
believing.
have they ever done for me?
What have they done for me recently?
Uh,
House
well,
gods,
you know,
and
being
porch
raised by
gods, and
Dragonborn.
carriage
Well,
gods.
well, usually the stories you hear of the gods, not the gods, the ghosts, they usually stick near loved ones or haunt those that cause them harm in life. But us three fall into none of those categories, so
We never
I
did
No.
don't
no
know why
harm.
he is here.
We never did
But
no harm
there's
to Brody or his goblins.
Ah, no, he
no
didn't.
kid. Speaking of which, where the heck is Newt?
Wait,
Wandered off into the woods again.
what would Wolfie have to do with it? Again, like I'm just completely oblivious to the whole thing. I'm the
Yeah,
only one.
obnoxious. Richter hasn't seen any of this. He wasn't sus of any of this. You know, he was mostly drunk at the time.
Not to speak ill of a teammate, Richter, but we'll just say Newt had a run-in with the goblins, and it didn't end well for the goblins.
Why would he do such a thing?
Money, gold. I seen him get paid off by the town's mayor.
But
Scumbag.
they were friends.
You
Yeah,
would,
I couldn't answer what happened or why. I
you'd
just
think,
know he got
you'd
paid.
think that was true, but I've seen people do terrible things for money.
But they were chocolatiers. Who could they possibly have been harming?
So
What,
not
they-
only did he murder them, now he got us haunted. That's great.
I'm gonna need to sit with this for a bit. But like, what do you normally do when some? All right. Okay, glossing over how any of this happened or why, I think I'm gonna have a talk with Wolfie at some point. What do people generally do when they are haunted by phantoms of, in this case, very large goblin dogs?
Oh, that's probably just the first. That's just the ghost of Brody past. We're probably going to see others.
Ugh. I gotta tell you guys, this is unfamiliar territory for me.
For Paladin?
I was part of a very insular order.
Well, the only spirits he's used to dealing with are gin, whiskey, and vodka.
Wait, the pirate doesn't drink rum?
Rum too.
Oh, that's a crime. Oh, okay. I was going to say that's a crime if he doesn't drink rum.
Sorry, I was hoping that someone would say that so I could sneak in that Doctor Who line.
Oh yeah.
Get out of my
Okay,
pub, Den Watts. The only spirits we serve in here.
You'd think a paladin would be more versed in ghostly matters, but it's part of my backstory that the order I left was really corrupt. So,
Oh, he might not have taught you anything anyway.
Yeah.
Hardly.
I was mostly muscle, and didn't really question it until I saw them commit atrocities and leave. And left.
Oh,
So,
goodness. So Newt's got us in a mess.
What else is new? What is Newt not getting us into a mess?
Oh, thank goodness the ghosts that I had to do with aren't haunting us then.
Right. So,
Yeah, Noxious' ghosts. I don't have enough
now,
miniatures for that.
now my character's getting, Ob's getting really nervous about that whole mess because that's about the last thing I need. I'm already not sneaky. I don't need things coming out of corners at me, even if I do pretend they don't exist.
don't ghosts require a guilty conscience?
Oh yeah, that's not happening with Ob. There's no guilty conscience.
That'll be why then. Okay, so we're being haunted by the Brody ghost. Do I follow it, or do we just try to get away? What's
Well, hold on for a second. Let me. I'm gonna grab a bottle out of my pack and goop ectoplasm off your hand.
okay?
I'm gonna keep some of this.
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? Hey DM, how many little bottles of ectoplasm do I get off of him?
3 or 4. Well, 4.
4?
Yeah,
Sweet.
there's a lot of it.
Hell yeah.
Brody was a slobbery dog.
Ectoplasm. Huh. There's no items in here for that. I know there's a whole description for it and everything like that because I dealt with it before in a different. Ah.
Like the funniest thing about the whole Wolfie thing is that he got 50 gold for it when Obnoxious found like 4 times that amount in a till.
Okay.
Okay, so Fernando, are you gonna try and go back to sleep?
Yes. Yes, I'm going to try and go back to sleep.
Okay.
I don't think.
To
this
Richter's
point-
to Richter's question. If it means there's no harm, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
Just see if it comes back later.
I mean, I suppose, like, at this point, even if I followed in its general direction, I wouldn't find anything. So, yeah, I'm gonna just try and get back on the carriage and just sort of get back to sleep.
Okay. And Obnoxious?
So I have a couple of questions. One of them is, I guess, on the DM side. Ectoplasm, when I encountered it before, not in this game, but lets you see into the ethereal plane for an hour. Am I able to stick with that, or?
Oh. Yeah, that sounds good. I like the sound of that.
Okay. All right. So I just edited it and fixed it. So what I'm going to do then is I'm actually going to drink one of my bottles of ectoplasm and go out into the fog where Richter had said he had seen Brody before. And see what I can see in the ethereal plane. Let's see, I got to remove one of my bottles. Okay. Apply. So I guess perception check or investigation or
Perception
what
check.
would I be? Okay. Go perception. I got a 14.
Yeah, you see him.
So I see him. Anybody
You
else?
see,
Any
you
other?
see Brody and the other 3 goblins.
Okay. So I'm gonna approach them and slowly. I'm already half suspicious of ghosts anyway. But anyway, and then I'm just gonna ask them, "Hey guys, what you doing here?"
Well, we're just sort of chilling here, innit? Yeah, just sort of, mm, just sort of, don't really have anywhere else to go. And Warren sort of looks to it was Nigel speaking, and Warren sort of looks at him and goes, Nigel, what you don't seem to understand is we can't really go anywhere. We're sort of stuck here.
What's keeping you?
Well, I should be asking you. I should be asking you something, you know. Why didn't you do something? You know. You saw,
Dude,
you
about
know.
what happened to you guys?
Well, no, you saw where our heads, you know, you saw where we were. You know, you could have done something about that.
I
You know,
hadn't quite figured out what
as
I
my
was
dad
gonna
would
do.
say, just because someone's done something bad doesn't mean you can't, do something about it afterwards. You know, and make things a little better.
So you would what? You want revenge?
Oh no, no. Nah. We ain't after revenge. It's not our way. You know, it's not our way at all. Nah, not in life, and it's certainly not now. But well, you sort of let us down. You did by having him, him cutting off our heads and leaving us like that. You sort of let us down. You know, not respectful. Not respectful. No.
Well, I might be able to help you out. I guess, would I be able to use insight, or would I even need to know that? I mean, I know that Fernando has and this is a DM question, sorry. I know that Fernando has a connection to the Raven Queen, so, I mean, I could, maybe ask him to do something to help them pass over?
Well, you'd have to ask him.
All right. I'll just tell the ghost, all right, hey, just hold still. Stay here. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, we're not going anywhere.
So I'll go back then and poke Fernando in the chest until he wakes up.
What is it now?
Hey, do you have any tricks to help ghosts pass over?
Well, the stories always say if they accomplish their unfinished business, that they will be able to be guided to their next place of rest.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about your music stuff. Your fancy little music kit you've got there.
I'm not sure if I could give it a go.
Well, the goblins are, I don't know. If they're out here, they're following us to some extent. They said that they can't go anywhere, and it's a little too far to go back and get their heads off of the spikes. So I told them you might be able to help.
I'll jump down off the cart and then. Okay.
Oh, I'll have to
How
give him
about you lead Fernando?
here, drink this. It's going to be gross, but just drink it. I'll give him ectoplasm.
Fernando looks at him. Is this a joke?
No. Just chug it on down. Just take it like a shot. Don't think too hard about it.
I'm sure Fernando is, really looking for, sort of loving the idea of swallowing what looks like goblin jizz.
This is not the usual way Fernando takes this.
I don't have anything to follow it up with, so
I'll drink the ectoplasm.
all right, so we'll head over to the goblins then. So, hey, I brought somebody who might be able to give you a hand. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, hello, Fernando.
Yeah, yes, hello. Hi. Would ask how you're doing, but I imagine it is not good.
No. We had our heads cut off.
Yes,
And we
I saw.
Then we were left for the wolves, or whatever. Yeah, not the nicest way to go. Very disrespectful. Did you want
Yes,
something?
well, let's see about showing you some respect and see if we can help. I'll take out the violin. Now, what do you like the most?
Well, we well, I don't think this is going to help. We just need we need you to do something for us.
Yes. What's that?
Why did you leave us there? Yeah, why'd you leave us there? Why'd you go and leave us like that? We weren't bandits. We hadn't done nothing wrong. Why'd you go and leave our heads like that? Yeah, why did you do that? You left our heads
Fernando's gonna kneel.
on the
Fernando's
display.
gonna kneel down. Fernando's gonna kneel down, so he's looking them in the eyes. But you see, the way I see it, and the way she sees it, is once you have passed the mortal, once you have left your body, it is just meat and bone. It's sometimes what happens to your body is not what's important. He points the bowstring at him. It's what happens to your soul after you leave that is the important part, my friend.
But
You are placing too much. You're placing too much emphasis on your body and not enough on your soul.
Yeah, but according to our friend here, we don't have to.
Ooh, what friend is that?
They look over at Goblord, who's he sort of grunts and he says something in their sort of language, and they translate it for you. He says that what you did to him, because of how, well, he says, because of how we died, it might not be the case. We're not really ghosts. We just can't heal. We just can't awaken. Okay.
I am pretty sure you are not going to wake up, my friend. It's way past time for that.
And the only other solutions I have are one, I could try and poke them with because I mean, we're just not talking about my sword. I'm not even, because that's mine. My precious. Anyway, I have the sacrificial blade still, and I do have the holy water. I mean, I could make them ascend, maybe. Or I could try and poke them with the sacrificial dagger and just see what happens. It is blood magic. Oh. What do you think, Fernando? I'm a little lost on this. Ghosts aren't my thing.
I'm a simple storyteller, not a not a. This is a little out of my wheelhouse.
I mean, we could see if the Paladin could do some type of resurrection spell, but I don't know if that would even do anything.
No, you'd need more. You need their whole body and the diamond with 300 gold. You're not resurrecting them. They are way past that.
Yeah. Hmm. Well,
And they are quite clearly dead.
yeah, I'm stumped on this one. I don't know. Maybe you can ask the boss lady. Maybe she's got some insight for you. Because I don't have anything. I can't create any more godlings. That would be irresponsible. I mean, it's really not my problem. That's that's the god's problem. So I guess I could try.
You do hear a actually roll a roll an insight.
Yeah, I got a 3.
So you don't know where it's coming from. You do hear a whisper of a voice sort of say, "Well, I could help."
Did you hear that, Fernando?
Yeah, hear what? Didn't hear anything, my friend.
Huh. I swear I just heard a voice.
You just have to deal with those players.
We deal with what?
All you'd have to do is deal with the players. That would be enough blood. And then we could bring back your goblin friends. If you'd like to.
And who might this be that's telling me this?
You're precious.
Oh. Oh. And so, you know that little chill that you get that goes down your neck sometimes when you something untoward happens. That's what my character just experienced.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do that. I think you should shush. Meanwhile, Fernando sees me just like talking to myself, I suppose.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Get out of my head.
Okay, this is what I want you goblins to do. Forget what Goblin has told you. We're gonna try and make you move on. What I wanted to do is listen to the melody and let it fill you and let it feel like you're being embraced by a beautiful woman and letting go of everything that ties you to this world. I'm gonna play something on the violin to try and help them move on.
Okay.
And see if they can let go of whatever's binding them to this plane. It's like I'm trying to get them to psychologically let go of any unfinished business they might have by enjoying my melody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whether it works or not, it's a different matter. And that one again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Wow, my rolls have been great again today.
Ugh. All of us have been having crap rolls.
So that's only a 9.
Oh dear. Well, I'm not really sure if your music was supposed to sound like that. It doesn't seem very doesn't seem to be really getting to the root of the problem, says Warren. Just sort of it's just sort of securing me in my belief that you got to do us the right. You got to do the right thing by us. You got to do the right thing by us.
Well, I'm gonna
Well,
let you know.
I didn't do the wrong thing by you. Technically, they're like, well, these goblins are just like, you need to do the right thing by it. Well, technically, I didn't do anything to
Yeah,
harm them either.
but you
I'm
did
in a
leave
neutral
us.
place on this one.
You did leave us there.
He also bought the
Yeah,
chocolate.
but again, I've stated Fernando's belief, so once your soul's left your body, it's just a body. It doesn't matter what happens to it. Fernando is well aware that whatever happens to his body after he dies, it doesn't matter. He's not there.
And the other solution that you mentioned, that's not possible. That is a dark road to go down.
I don't know what you mean. We haven't mentioned another way.
Yeah, he said Goblord knew another way. How he became. I know which way he became. But that's not possible.
No, he was saying that because of what happened to him, we aren't the same anymore. That we we don't know how to explain it. We can't move on. We don't have unfinished business, but we can't move on. It's like we're half here, but not. We can't go back to our bodies, and we can't leave. We're just stuck.
All right. Well, the music obviously didn't work. The other solution that's been whispered to me is a no-go. So then I'm going to forcefully ascend them. I'm going to take some of my holy water out, and I'm going to splash each one of them. Moving on one way or another. What's that?
Okay. You did realize that would probably be the last of your pre-existing holy water.
That's fine. I've got the grass. My tinder box is filled with the silver grass. I can make more.
Okay. So you splash each form with the holy water, but nothing happens. It's like we tried to tell you. We can't ascend. We're stuck like this because you didn't do what because you left us there.
Well, I don't have any gods to pray to for your for to help you out, and I don't have any other solutions. So, except for one, and that's just not happening. And blood for blood is not a suitable solution, if at all possible. So maybe just wait here, and we'll see if we can find a way to sort this out for you.
Well, we'll wait. We're sort of stuck with you. Wherever you go, you need to do right by us.
Man, Newt is in so much trouble. So I'm going to step away for a second and kind of mutter to my precious back there. And I'm just gonna be like, what kind of blood? Any blood? Animal blood?
Has to be human or ogre. Fresh blood.
Ogre? We do have an ogre available. I don't know about killing the innocent, though. That's kind of puts me on pretty dark terms. Oh. Well, maybe we'll find an ogre on the way, or a human that I don't like, and we'll be able to help you out. But you're just gonna have to hang out. Until that time, I'm gonna need you guys to do me a favor and fill these bottles with some of your goo. So, the other two bottles, I'll have them fill that, because in case I need to chit chat with them, that way I've got it available.
Okay, so they touch the balls and slime them.
Yay! All right. And then I'm just like, look, we'll get to it. We'll find a solution. Just hang on. Because I don't really feel like killing innocent people right now.
Well, we weren't telling you to kill anyone innocent. We just told you you've got to do right by us.
Will do. Just not tonight.
Okay.
So, I guess I'll nudge Fernando, and we can, I don't know, head back to the camp.
Yes. I think we need to have a very serious chat with that Newt. He needs to fix this.
Yeah, this is definitely his doing. Hope that gold was worth it.
Okay. So after that, you gonna head back to sleep?
I don't know if I'll get much sleep after that, but I'll try.
At which point, a couple of hours later, Richter feels a tug at his arm.
Oh god, what's going on?
You told them about us. We need your help. You need to do right by us. They cut
Sorry,
off
what's it
our
called?
heads.
Who cut off your head?
The one you call Newt. He cut off
So we
our
did
heads and left our bodies to rot in the woods.
I don't understand why he'd do such a thing. If it helps, the rest of us had nothing to do with that.
But we need you to do right by us.
I think the hyenas ate most of their bodies.
No, they ate they ate part of Brody. No, they were gonna eat Brody. They couldn't actually manage it because he'd fed them as well. He had actually fed them.
Yeah. So what do I need
Fernando
to do?
is fighting an old priest and a young priest.
He's dreaming of an old priest and a young priest.
Getting rid of some goblins.
You need your cleric back.
Damn it, I should have brought her with me.
That's the problem, Fernando. You just have a woman in every port, but you just kind of leave them at every port. But Richter, you need to do right by us. Then you will grant us peace.
What can I do?
Just return our heads. Then we'll have peace.
Return your heads. We've been. We can't go back to the town now. We've been traveling all day. Return. I mean, there's no way I could even get back there at this point, is there? Like, I mean, if I walked briskly, I might get there by next week.
Well, if we had another portal entry thing, but I don't know what it would do if we had two portal entries that were marked the same. But I mean, I have written down the portal coordinates, as it were, to the other town. We just have to get to a town that has a portal, and you could move fast.
Or, there's another way. Yeah,
Is that?
it's called Grand Theft Auto.
I don't know why they're not hunting the townspeople. Those are who they should be hunting.
The people that ordered them dead.
Yeah. That mayor. Let that mayor live with this on his conscience forever, because he's the one who did it.
It's up to you. We need to sleep now. And they sort of, Warren disappears.
Wolfie really cut their heads off and left them for dead. I shall be having some words with him, I tell you what.
Well, as we move into the next morning, everyone wakes up in the same sort of initiative order. So, Fernando, you wake up in the morning and the wagon master is hitching up the horses, ready to depart. What would you like to do?
Good morning. How long until you make? How long until we leave?
Probably about an hour.
How long is it to the next town?
It's another 2 days. Another 2 days.
Excellent.
Did you need anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if we could get back to town and then from the town we came from, and then get to the next town expeditiously.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a two-day detour just to get back to here. We'd be 2 days late. I mean, the only way we could do that is if you managed to convince the others, to do that. I mean, you'd have to pay the extra, but it's not impossible. But as I said, you'd have to have the others, playing clientele on side. Because then my boss won't give me a load of grief for it. So that's up to you.
Yep.
I think we should wait to go there because let Wolfie be haunted a couple of occasions next time we meet up.
I mean, we have the portal coordinates to that town.
Yeah,
I mean,
if we get to a
treat this
town, we
like
can port back.
If we treat this like any other side quest, we'll just get to it when we get to it. Although I'm gonna make a point of punching the mayor when I go back there.
Punching?
Like, not even-
That's a little nice. I was kind of thinking maybe I'd use their solution. People like that shouldn't exist.
Oh dear.
I mean, oh good lord, I think
Is he thinking the plan I came up with last time? The glass of water on the glass of holy water on the steps of the thing, so that when someone trips over it or something, it blows the town to pieces.
No, I think we've destroyed enough towns.
No, I wasn't looking to blow up the portal or anything. I'm just thinking of disposing of some trash.
yeah.
They can always elect a new mayor that won't be murderous and take bounties on innocent goblins.
Yes, well, I'm gonna get ready for our day of travel then.
Okay. Um, Richter, how are you?
Yep.
Are you gonna get ready for traveling?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I've got all my stuff already. I basically fell asleep where I was sat in the carriage, so I don't really never need to do anything. Um, yeah, I'm gonna just stay in the carriage, ready to go, and I don't know, maybe try and catch a nap on the way or something, because I don't think any of us slept very well last night.
Okay. And Noxious, was there anything you wanted to do to get ready for
Nope.
departing?
No, I keep my stuff with me, so I got a piece of jerky in my mouth from breakfast. I'm just gonna jump up right back into that shotgun seat and wait to take off.
Okay. Well, they break camp and start today's journey. And it's a fairly uneventful trip. And as afternoon turns into evening, they basically stop at the next campsite along the way. And as we go into the evening of the second day, Fernando, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna sit by the campfire and just play a little tune for everybody.
Okay, there's a little campfire.
And I'm gonna play it reasonably well with a 24.
The ogre still groans at you.
Why couldn't I have got that roll when trying to help the goblins?
He insists on playing his constant music. Stupid little tiefling.
My fine madam, what would you prefer I play? What would you
I-
like to hear?
I don't want to hear anything. Listening to your music all day. Sick of it. She's very grumpy. Even for an ogre. How would you like to react to that?
Yeah, you sure there's nothing I can play for you? I'm sure that someone of your immense, your
Immense what?
immense good taste would surely have something they'll adore of the musical persuasion.
No.
Well, is there any entertainment I can offer you at all tonight?
No. I'm just going to head off to bed. So she immediately
Okay, well-
heads to her tent and drags Arthur in with her. As you can tell, very happy romance.
I was gonna say, do we know whether he's a a victim of some sort here in this?
Well, you might suspect.
Something seems a little off.
Fernando suspects he lost a bet at some point in his life.
I've heard of a lot of half this and half that, but never a half ogre.
Well, let's get to Richter. What would you
Yeah.
like to do for your evening?
I'm not sure. I mean, I have, like... I could chug a bottle of wine and pass out, but I need those for healing items at this point, so I don't think I will.
The alcoholic who can't drink their alcohol because he needs them as healing.
I might need them later.
He needs them for actual medicinal purposes.
Yeah. So... I don't know, I guess I'll just, So if we all, are we all pitching tents tonight, or... No. I'm probably gonna take a walk around the campsite, stretch my legs a bit, because we've been riding all day.
I actually have a task for him if he's not up to anything.
Alright?
So, paladins can detect different types of evil, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to, what I'd like for you to do is take a look at this fancy sword that I'm holding tightly onto. Not touching, but in my little pouch. And I want you to, see what you can discern of it.
Right. Detect evil. Where is it? I know that's something I can do.
Or would he be able to do, an arcana check or something? I don't know
it's
how all that works.
Divine sense. As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn, and sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature between time. So you want me to use divine sense to see what I can ascertain of the sword?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a roll I need to make for that?
No.
Not an insight check or something?
No. You can tell that the sword is utterly evil.
It's like, okay, so I put my hand over the sword to use divine sense, instantly recoil, and it's like, whoa, I wouldn't touch that with any length of barge pole weight.
All
However,
right.
you
Can
also detect that there is a cloud moving in from all directions of something.
And also, I don't know how, by what, or why, but I think we're surrounded.
surrounded?
Yeah, something's moving in on us from all directions. Like, it feels kind of like a cloud, but evil.
Not like the fog from last night?
No, it's like the fog.
Like
All
the
right,
fog
might be.
from
Well, in your travels, do you know any place that might have a library about different types of evil entities, beings, or objects.
I'm not sure. Did I?
Well, I guess actually it would have to have been on this island. We can't go anywhere else, so.
Yeah. No, I don't know this island, I'm afraid.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you checking. And if this fog is what it was last night, I'm just going to let you deal with it.
Fair enough.
I put my hood on, and this time I crawl into the cabin.
It's like, I've had enough of this stuff. I am not chugging any more ectoplasm. I'm going to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the mist
how's the
definitely
weather
rolls in
tonight?
again.
All right.
Who is still awake and not sort of in a tent or something?
I mean, I'm not in a tent. I think I would have just laid down on the ground for now because,
Oh yeah, you were walking around.
yeah.
And as soon as he said something about the fog, I was out. So I'm inside the cabin of the carriage.
Yes, Fernando would have set up his tent this time.
Well, Richter, can you give me a perception check?
Perception check. Okay. There we go. 8.
It's enough. There are at least a dozen or more specters in the fog, moving closer to the camp.
Oh God. Can they harm us?
Well, you hear a voice from the crowd of sort of entities. Well, we're gonna see what We don't want to hurt you, but if you're not gonna do what we tell you and not do what we say, we're gonna be less nice about it. Innit? We want you need to do right by us.
I promise you, the first time we find a portal back to the village, we'll collect your heads.
No, you need to do right by us now. You
We're
need
not
to go back
located-
there now. Not mess around. Not take any more days. You need to go back there now. And me and us and our mates are gonna sort it.
I mean,
And
I'm
if you
fairly
don't-
certain that Sorry.
And if you don't, tomorrow there'll be even more of us.
I'm fairly certain that going back there now the way we came would take longer than actually finding a portal and going back there that way. I mean, I can't get I can't on my own get the wagon driver to agree to take us back, especially 2 days into the journey. I mean, I'd like to help you, but there's a limit to what I can do here.
But you need to convince him. Just don't go through the portal.
Why not?
It's not right.
In what way not right?
I can't explain. Dwarves who built him lied about it. Something not right. But you need to fix it for us. And as I said, if you don't, we'll do something about it. We're desperate now.
Okay, so just a quick question. Why didn't you come to us the first night after after Wolfie killed you? Gonna talk to him about that, by the way. While we were still in the village and in a position to help you.
Because we couldn't. Took time to learn to communicate like this.
I see. That is a drawback.
But you can make this right.
I'll
Friend.
relay your message to my
Friend, you can fix this.
I'll relay your message to my party in the morning, and I'll see what we can do. But you must understand, we're a long way away at this point. Are these things like, if this does come to, like, if this does come to hostilities, can we fight them?
Yeah, but they've got some fairly beefy things with them. They have wraiths and specters and all sorts of things with them. They've got quite a mob with them already. If they turn up like this on the third day with even more, it might be touch and go as it is.
Right. Okay. I mean, I don't necessarily want to steal the wagon, especially since not the whole party isn't in it. So I think, like, I'm just gonna have to tell Noxious and Fernando what happened in the morning, and see what we can do.
Okay, so you're gonna head back to bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the campfire and just sort of lie down next to that, like propped up on a log or something. And
Okay. A couple of hours later, can I get a perception check from all three of you?
alright, perception. 8 again.
Okay, Fernando definitely heard it. Noxious didn't. Fernando wakes up to Arthur hitching up the wagon. But there's something wrong with him. So, how are you going to react to that? Fernando?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was talking, but I've got to unmute my microphone. I'm going to pop my head out of my tent because I'm sleeping in a tent, not on top of the wagon tonight. And then I'm going to look at him and go, it's the middle of the night. Why are you hitching up the wagon?
He looks at you and just goes, Freddy.
Fernando can say, I'm so sick of dealing with Wolfie's mess, and he's not even here to help us. Can I walk over to hit Arthur and then knock him out?
You're going to try and knock him out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fernando is in no mood for this shit right now.
With the hilt of my sword, I'm gonna try and knock him out.
Okay. Well, you'll have to roll to hit.
A 17.
He drops to the ground. And you see some energy leave him. And a weird yip, 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 sort of yipping, like a dog yipping, sort of like upset. At which point, the ogress steps out of the tent.
Oh no.
Cool. Can I just quickly flip my rapier behind my back? So I'm standing with both my hands behind my back as I'm facing her.
You need to stop trying to stop us. We need you to go back to the village.
You're very insistent on this, aren't you?
Yes.
And what if we don't? What? Why do you need this so badly? It's not even that big a deal.
We need this.
But why do you need it?
You hear the coach driver suddenly say, "You need to do right by us." You owe us
And why
that
do I
much.
need to do right by you? And why do I owe you that? I met you once, and I was nice to you. Does not mean I need to spend 2 days out of my life to go and retrieve your lifeless bodies for a
Yeah, but you
ceremony
need
that doesn't
to.
even make a difference.
You don't know that.
Well, to be fair, if anyone does.
I do know that. I know that your bodies mean nothing once they're gone. There's nothing there. Everything you are is right here in front of me. Those bodies, it doesn't matter what happens to them now.
You don't understand.
And what do I not understand?
We don't have to stay dead.
Yes, you do.
No.
That is the law of these things.
You're only dead because he removed our heads. If he'd left our heads alone, we'd have been able to just get... we'd have been fine. You need to fix this.
There's nothing to fix. Goblins don't just get up if they have their heads or not.
We can't explain.
Well, I think if I'm about to turn around to make right by you, you owe me an explanation.
Well, we can't explain it very well. We don't understand it properly ourselves. What your friend did to Goblord did something to him. We aren't regular goblins anymore. But because your friend took our heads, we can't...
Okay, has Fernando ever heard anything like this? Because I'm calling bullshit on this.
No, he's never
Yeah,
heard
'cause I don't
anything
know.
like this.
I'm trying to wrap my head around the idea that something that happened to Goblord affected other goblins.
Well, I don't know what happened to him. As far as I'm aware, he just got ripped in half
No,
by a mad
so
werewolf.
no, because how he came to
Which
be.
wouldn't
I
mean...
used one
like,
of the flaming knives or whatever the living fire blades on a goblin and turned into that Goblord. But that was only one goblin.
I was just going to say, you've lived your life, now let these people live their lives and go. And I'm just going to go back into my tent.
Okay.
Fuck 'em. I'm calling bullshit. There's no reason that having a werewolf rip you in half would make anything happen to you.
Well, the only creatures that can't come back because their heads are removed are vampires, and typically they don't get ghosts.
No, vampires, when you remove their heads, just turn to ash. Well, in most fiction.
I mean, it depends on which. I mean, remember, like, back in the day, they used to, anybody that was suspected of being a goblin, god damn it, a vampire, they would remove their head and put it between their legs when they buried them. Unless, the only thing I could think of is that living fire dude, he was a vampire for living fire, but there's a whole process to that, unless Goblord is going around.
But Fernando
causing
doesn't even remember the living
vampirism.
fire thing. And
Uh-huh.
even if that's the case, we don't want to be messing with that shit anymore. Fernando's kind of fed up with Wolfie shit and the exploding everything shit. And making monsters out of living fire. That's not his bag, man.
He's gonna go searching for new friends.
The one person who should be wanting to fix this is not even here.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the person who should be getting haunted. Like, we're gonna have to punish him somehow. Wolfie gets a shock collar.
Yeah. Not bad, Wolfie.
You decide to make sure that Taddy's an only child. Get him fixed when he's in wolf form. Well, I think everyone's gone back to bed, haven't they?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was the only one who noticed that.
Yeah.
I
Well.
went back to believing guys don't exist for the night.
Okay, so it goes back to morning. And the actually no, there is one slight problem. Who was in the wagon?
Me?
Oh no, Singy was hitching it up, so no. Okay, so it's back to the morning again. And each of you wakes up as normal. Fernando, what would you like to do now you've woken up?
I'd like to see if the carriage is still there.
Yeah, it's still there. You disrupted the one who was trying to steal it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the other two.
Okay. And you're going to wake him up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how are you going to wake him?
My friends, I'm just gonna clap my hands next to their heads. My friends, wake up, and we need to have a discussion.
You said clap your hands next to our heads?
Yeah.
Might be a good way to get stabbed.
Seagulls! Oh, so it's just Fernando.
What? What do you want? It's too early.
We need to discuss what we're going to do about Wolfie's problem. They're not going to leave us alone.
Yeah.
I've decided I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what to do. I know that well, we'll just say that.
Tell you, they appeared to me last night with a gang of wraiths and all manner of nasties, and promised that there would be more of them if things weren't resolved. So there's that.
They possessed the husband of the ogre to hitch the wagons yesterday. I knocked him out and left him. Hey, is he still by the wagon, actually?
No, you didn't really knock him out for long. It was because it was Brody. He just ran. So
but what
it was
happened?
more the shock of Brody leaving his body that he was more sort of sleepwalking.
Yeah, but he might still be late there.
No, he went back to bed eventually.
Yes, they possessed everyone else on the caravan.
I don't know. I mean, we we could go back, but I don't know what good it's going to do. That, like, I don't know what it is they want us to do, aside from put those, what we could only imagine are rotten heads by now, around their bodies, which we could prove to them it won't work. But the other option would be we could either go there with the wagons, or we could try to build a portal, but because I know their coordinates. So I don't know. I can't read these glyphs. Do any of you guys have any idea what the glyphs around the portal might say? Have you ever seen these?
Actually, Richter speaks Dwarvish, so would he know what they say?
They're not dwarf runes.
Oh, right, okay.
I was hoping because the dwarves put them together.
Yeah.
Because I think I checked my rune book and there was nothing in there, if I remember. You know what? Why don't I check my rune book for something that would help me get better insight or gain knowledge or something? Was it? They call that, what's the word? Like esoteric knowledge.
No, there's nothing really.
Nothing useful.
No.
Well, I can make a portal to there, but I don't think we could get back.
You'd need to find the builders.
The builders? Which were in that town, or at least they were last we knew. But there would be builders in every town if they're spreading like they said they were. What if we just hightailed it and just didn't camp for the night?
Well, surely at this point it's quicker to go to the next town and then portal back, isn't it? They weren't happy about us using the portal.
Yeah. But then they said there's something wrong with the portal. I don't really feel like being stuck in Rando Realm again. Well, Knoll Land.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it is what it is, like, if we can get there, I mean, we can definitely portal over because I have the coordinates, so that's all we need.
I mean, it does seem like that would be the most efficient way to do things, but they seem to really not want us to.
But if they're coming back for us tonight or whatever, we can't stop. Not if they have friends, which I don't even know why other spirits would be helping them. It's not supposed to do anything for them if we resurrect these fools.
Yeah, but if they're coming back for us either way, we're not going to be at the village by nightfall anyway.
No.
There's basically no version of events where we get back to that village by tonight.
So no matter what,
it's
we're going to
actually
have
not
these guys.
possible.
Yeah.
Can't you banish spirits or something?
I'm not sure that's a skill that's on my character sheet. I feel like a paladin should be able to exercise spirits, but it doesn't look like I can.
I think that's one you get eventually.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure there is an exorcism ability.
I mean, Fernando, can you maybe commune with your mistress? Maybe she's got answers for you that we won't come up with on our own. I don't know how friendly she is as far as talking with you, but
That's
I don't have
not
anybody
really
to
how
talk
this
to.
works. That's not really how
What?
this works.
Oh. I mean, you know, not much of a praying person, so I wouldn't know. I could set the stones out, and we could just hope they can't get past the cleansing fire. Because that worked on the wraiths before. In the Wackadoo portal that we opened.
Yeah. That is true.
Hmm.
Well, it's up to you what you do. So what are you going to do?
Well, rather than having a big circle that they can get through, why don't I just put a stone circle around each of us? And we could put some around the wagons or the other people. I mean, I'm not really worried much about them, but so that we have smaller circles so that if they can't get past it, at least we can sleep the night, and then we should be in the town by tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So I could do cleansing fire circles, and we could hope for the best.
Hell, if I've got a better idea.
Well, that would
Just
stop them
go-
waking you.
What's that?
That would stop them getting close enough to wake you.
Well, it wouldn't be able to harm us either then. If they can't get close enough to bug us, they can't touch us. We would have to make sure every single person in the caravan freaking had a circle, because otherwise, if they're grabbing people up and occupying them, then that could be problematic as well. I mean, I could do that. I'll start notching stones with the runes while we're figuring out the rest of everything. If everyone else wants to get everybody sorted out.
Well, the
Yeah.
big decision we have to make is whether we are traveling the full day or not.
Well, it sounds like everyone wants to continue travelling to the next town and then build like a defence to keep them out when they arrive.
Yeah, we'll go with that plan then.
Okay. So, you travel safely during the day. Then, when it gets to night, the cleansing fire keeps the critters at bay. And so the next day, as you travel, you arrive at the outskirts of the next town. The wagon master drives the car into a stable And basically tells you oh, I can't even remember how much the fee was.
3 gold, 3 silver per mile.
Yeah, so
Maybe please.
75 silver between you.
All right, so
Okay,
25
that's 25.
each.
Okay. 25 silver.
Ah, crap. Let's see. Hold on, maybe this will work. Hold
Is it
on, I
10
gotta
silver?
transfer money around. Yeah, how many silver per gold? 10?
And
Yeah. I am running out of money.
One remove. 10. Add. 25 remove. Yeah, if you need it, I got you. If you need be.
I should be alright if I remove 2 gold for the 20. Does 10 copper equate to a silver?
Yeah.
Alright, so 10 copper and 4 silver. Okay. Okay, yeah, I've removed equivalent coinage.
Sorry, I'm just grabbing a few civilians.
Well, once we get sorted out on our gold issue, I'm going to the nearest church or temple, whatever it is. A temple would probably be more appropriate because of what I'm after.
Yeah? Why, what are you after?
Knowledge. I need somebody who might be more knowledgeable about good and evil items. Never know what you're going to get with a priest, you know. But you can always on clerics and such.
Yeah, it's usually clerics and things. Would you like to do their stuff? Well, this town's a lot more bustling than the other one. There's a lot more people milling around doing things, chopping wood and stuff, and
How big is the town?
well, you're only on the outskirts at the moment. But it is quite a large town. The docks and things are pretty big. So from there you would be able to book passage back to the island you were on originally. Because at the moment you're not actually on the same island.
Oh, we're not?
No.
I didn't even notice that.
You weren't far away, but you were still not on the same place. Would you like... Well, I'll need a perception check from each of you. See how sort of aware you are of this new town.
17.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
also have 17.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. So you got a decent lay of the land on your way in.
I got an 8.
Not so decent lay of the land.
Hard to see when you're inside a cabin.
Yeah. So, you've arrived in this place, Fernando. What are you going to do? Within close proximity, there are the usual few services, as well as a portal and a pub.
Gonna approach the pool.
Okay. A shady-looking fellow comes up to you and says, "Oh, hello, sir. You wanting to use the portal?"
What was that, sorry?
Hello, sir. Are you wanting to use the portal?
Yes, me and my friends were thinking about taking a trip somewhere quickly and then returning.
Oh, that's easy enough. We can give you return tokens. You just insert them into the columns on the sides of the portal.
I see, and they will be able to bring us back as well.
Yes. Yes, you can get a return ticket. Have you never used one of these before? Have you used one of these? Oh, the name has escaped me. Nexi before.
No, I'm afraid as well traveled as I am, I've never had the opportunity to use one before.
Oh, well, what you'll need.
I've used your more colloquial wizard teleports that are scattered around the other lands.
Well, all you need is well, I've got loads of them here. You can have a couple for you and your companions. All you need to do is insert your token. Once you've inserted the token, it will register to you, and you just basically state your destination. Insert a gold coin into the portal, and then the portal will open. Although most people find they do feel a little groggy afterwards. But, yeah, that's basically it. Was there anywhere in particular you wanted to travel?
What was the town we just came from? It was
Tillfield.
Hillfield.
Tillfield.
Yes. Me and my companions were looking to go to Hillfield momentarily.
Oh, that's easy enough. Once they're here, I'll show you exactly how to do that. All the portals, wherever you go, the portals work the same way. Those lovely dwarves who set them up made sure they would work in a certain way.
Well, excellent. I think we will wait for my friends. And then you can show us how they work.
Of course. Yeah, I'll still be here. I do all the admin for the dwarves. So is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, so Obnoxious. Oh no, Richter, it's your turn.
Right, I think what I want to do is go and find a blacksmith / arms dealer, because I've been carrying around like 3 or 4 melee weapons for a bit now, and I think I'd rather unload some and get a proper second weapon to go with the mace.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
there
presume
is a proper weapons guy.
Okay. Let's see. I'll show him the Mace of Smiting and say, I use this, but I like to dual wield. So what do you got that would go well with it?
Oh, well, I've got a couple of things in my warehouse that would be suitable, but nothing in the shop to hand. If you leave it with me overnight, I'll have a couple of options for you in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah, as I said, I'll have to send the boy out to the warehouse that's on the other side of town. And it's going to take him a while to get over there and get back.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, he'll bring back at least 4 or 5 good examples of things that you can buy straight away. It's just, as I said, I don't always keep them on this premises, this side of the town. It tends to be the other side by the docks that I keep most of my supplies. So yeah, you can either head over there or I can have them brought over here.
How long would it take to head over to this warehouse?
About the same amount of time.
Yeah. I'll just come back in the morning then. I suppose.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. It's just this side of town we just don't see as many. You tend to see a lot more local traders and stuff, and not so many people after the much more fighting, weaponry side of things.
I see.
But yeah, I have
Well-
got a decent stock of weapons by the docks. So as I said, we'll have that. We'll have a few things brought out to you that can be used with your mace. So yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay, very good. Well, I should go to. I shouldn't keep my friends waiting. I'll be off then.
Okay, well
And
thanks.
I'll just join Fernando at the portal.
Okay, well thanks for the potential business. As I said, we'll have everything for you in the morning.
All right. Hopefully we can wrap this goblin thing up and be back by then.
Obnoxious, it's your turn.
I'm looking for a temple. A big one.
Big one. You can see one in the distance, but it is closer to the middle of the town.
Okay. How long would it, I guess we've got
Would
more
take
pressing
quite a
matters. Quite a while.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I will come back to that. Since I know we have other ghostly pressing matters, I'm gonna head over to the portal then, and I'm gonna write down the symbols on it too. Even if they do have a monetary scheme, it's good to be able to get from one place to another in a pinch.
Well, the guide looks at you and he sort of says, well, yeah, if you take one of these tokens each, and just sort of press it to the center of your palm, so it gets an impression of you, then when it's your turn, push the token into the column on your right, then insert your gold coin, state where you want to go, and the portal will activate. So, who would like to go first?
I don't care. I'll go. I'm
Okay.
usually first to jump into anything.
Okay. So yeah, you just
Rather
have to,
impulsive.
so you just need to insert your token.
Okay. Inserted.
Say your destination.
Oh, hey Fernando, what the hell was that town called?
We are going to Hillview.
Hillview.
Tillfield.
Hillfield.
Hillfield.
I'll end up in some random location without y'all.
Diagon
So
Alley.
Hillfield. And then
insert your payment.
how much was that?
It'll be 1 gold return.
Holy smokes. Okay. All right. 1 gold. Da-da. 1 remove. All right. There we go.
Okay.
And face first.
The portal explodes into life. Not, well, bursts into life. Sorry, explodes is probably a bad term. And is sort of shimmering, waiting for you.
Sweet. I will back up to the portal, wave at my friends, because you never know what the hell's going to happen with these portals, and walk backwards into it.
Yep. Okay, who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay. So same thing again.
I'll do exactly the same thing.
Okay. Portal opens.
I'll take the cold out of my
Yep.
inventory. And I'll say Hillfield. And step through the portal.
Okay. And Richter.
Yep, I'll do likewise. Remove 1 gold. I'm down to my last gold. Say Hillfield and then step through the portal.
Tillfield.
Hillfield.
Till with a T.
Tillfield. Oh god. I've gone completely somewhere else now.
Like tilling a field.
Okay, yeah, that makes much more sense. Tillfield.
It was challenging for me as well. Don't worry about it. On earth you work?
Okay. You emerge, starting with Obnoxious, at the other portal. At the other town, immediately. Obnoxious, what would you like to do now that you're at the other town?
They didn't. Well, I'm gonna go visit that cleric real quick.
Yeah? She's, I'm trying to think where she normally hung around. Oh, I think she was at the barn, usually.
Besides Fernando.
Well, besides, yeah, when she was at the bar with Fernando. She sees you and sort of, hello?
Hey, I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time to take a look at something.
Sure.
So, out of sight, do you have a office?
Not really. There's, this is probably as close as I have. Why? What would you like?
I have a special weapon I would like you to take a look at and see what you can discern about this weapon. Whether it's... I mean, we've got the general understanding of the fact that it has some level of malevolence or evil to it, but I would like to know if you can discern anything else about it. I would advise you not to touch it.
Okay.
So I pull out the blade carefully and lay it on the table.
Hold on. So you're going to put the blade down and then unwrap it?
Yeah.
Okay. She looks at the blade and she sort of passes her hands over it and then screams.
That's not good.
This is no ordinary... This is no ordinary evil blade. This has seen so much death, so much pain. It's caused so much.
So, I guess my next question is what if it talks to you?
Hawks.
Orcs?
Then if it has its claws into you already, then you are greatly in danger.
Oy, that's fun. Any way to tame it or contain it or make it subservient?
Well, you'd have to find out from someone who knows about the ancient kingdom it came from. It looks like it's been repaired recently. But the rune crafting on it is clearly from an island south of here. Same place where this black mineral is from.
Okay. You said ancient kingdom. Do you have any like books or anything that I might be able to either coax you out of or pay for?
No, their empire was entirely secret. However, there is a golem there that could answer you.
Is that the iron golem?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate your help. I carefully wrap my blade up, and and I'm gonna toss her gold and just be like, "Hey, I'd appreciate if you never speak of this to anybody."
Oh, of course. I would sound insane.
All right, remove 1 gold. And
Well, I believe that means that Fernando has arrived at Tillfield.
Yes. Are the goblin heads still there?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna start taking them down.
The mayor rushes up to you. What do you think you're doing?
I think I am taking these heads. They've been on display enough.
If you hadn't have been performing here last night, Fernando, I wouldn't have approved of this.
I've been gone for 3 days.
You performed here last night.
Yeah, sure, why not?
yeah, I'm not worried about that right now.
You came back on your own. None of your companions, none of the riffraff with you were with you. You came back, you performed. You and your cleric made some unspeakable sounds. And then you departed this morning.
Any idea which way I went?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was frankly happy that you were gone.
Well, that's okay.
Fernando, someone's had your cleric pretending to be you.
Anything else you wanted to do?
No, I'm just gonna take down the goblin heads for
Are
now.
you going to keep taking down the goblin heads? Okay. And, Richter.
Right. Well, Fernando's basically got this. So, are we just gonna are we just gonna get in, get the goblin heads, get out?
I'm gonna be busy for a little bit.
Oh, right, okay.
It won't be long, but I've got something important to take care of.
Right, well, I'm gonna go up to the mayor and say,
Yes?
so why are these heads on display on this monument anyway?
Because they were filthy goblins who deserved to die.
What did they do?
They're goblins. They didn't need to do anything. It was for the
Okay,
greater good.
Can I slug the mayor in the face?
Yes. Unarmed strike.
Oh no, I'm sure. Is it unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I might just get us into a bit of trouble.
Oh no, you're fine.
23.
Oh my goodness! Congrats, you have broken his nose.
Do I knock him out? Oh,
No, but you have crumpled him down into a very satisfying heap, with both his nostrils bleeding. He made a satisfying thump when he hit the ground as well.
yeah. I wonder if I might just walk back through the portal. And just like Fernando's got the heads, I go. Just arrive, deck the mayor, leave.
Yeah, it is Obnoxious's turn.
All right, so now that I saw the mayor get decked, which that's awesome, and I know he's probably gonna go home or whatever to take care of it, I'm gonna follow him.
Are you
Until he
gonna
gets-
stealth?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I need it in the middle of town if he's got his nose bloodied and his eyes are probably watery and busted up. But I can. I was probably going to stealth when I get to his house.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna stealthily pursue him.
Yeah, I just need to get to when he's at his house and by himself. We're going to have a conversation.
Okay. So he starts heading towards his house, and you're following him. As we return to Richter's turn. No, not Richter's turn. Fernando's turn.
I'm gonna wait for Richter to finish punching out the mayor, and so he can come with me just in case anything goes wrong with these goblin heads.
Yeah. Well, I've punched out the mayor. I'm not just talking him home. I probably should have said something like that. Was for Brody or something, but moment's gone. But
It's just been revoked.
yeah,
He
didn't
really set you up for that lethal weapon line. It's when you get-
Diplomatic community.
if you want a really good one-liner for anything like that, especially if it's a job for life, well, like where there's no elections. I always like the one from License to Kill. You're only president for life.
Yeah.
That's my favourite for stuff like that.
Yeah. I
Um,
didn't quite like give the people what they want.
yes. You forgot the first rule of political office. Give the people what they want.
Oh, I don't really have a shredder to chuck him into on hand.
No, and it's a bit too far from the from like the pub to the spike in the middle of the town. If it was closer, you'd throw him out of the second floor of the pub onto the spike.
What a piercing ball.
Wait, this guy's a super racist though. So I'm surprised I didn't get anything from him. Big hot party like.
Oh no, he just seems to have a problem with goblins. Oh no, and well, actually no. You brought money into the town.
Oh, I guess so.
He was very sort of like sucking your tail.
So was the cleric.
Well, yeah, but for different reasons. One was for the greater good, and one was for their own pleasure. Okay. The greater good. Where were we? Oh, yeah, Fernando's taken down the heads. So now you've taken down the heads, what are you going to do with them?
Take them to where their camp was.
Okay, you'll get there next turn. It's not that far away. So, Richter, are you going to help him with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go along with Fernando. You know,
You
just
might
in
need a
case
hand with
anything.
one of the heads, because, you know, it's a lot of heads to carry.
Yeah.
And they're a bit,
Yeah, they're a bit maggoty.
mushier now than they were originally.
Yeah. I'll take a couple of the heads off his hands and help him carry them to the
Yeah.
goblin campsite.
It's the bigger goblin heads that are the trouble, like Goblord's head, and Brody's head.
I mean, Goblord's head alone is going to require 2 hands, I think.
Yeah. The other ones have only got little heads. Okay. So, Obnoxious, you followed the mayor to his house.
All right. I guess I should do a perception check to see if there's anybody around.
Yeah.
9.
No one seems to be around.
Okay. Then let's hope I get a little bit better roll on this, but I'm going to stealth into his house right up behind him.
Okay.
26.
Oh my goodness. The rogue has come good.
Silence itself.
You have stealth right up behind him.
So I place my
He's-
blade up to his throat, and I whisper in his ear, "The murder of innocents shall not be oh shit, now I can't remember the word, but unavenged." There we go. And then I am going to stab him, because I got one blade to his throat. I'm going to take the other one and stab it through his back into his heart. And that should be... Do I get a sneak attack on that one? Well,
Yeah.
no, I let him know I was there.
He's not expecting you to stab him, though, because you've put your blade to his throat.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 12 for hit.
Oh, that's enough. That's enough.
And then
Combatant, so
is let's see, there's that 6, and then for the other I get for sneak attack is 6 more. So 12.
Ooh. Yeah, he drops down to the ground. But you do hear something as he drops down to the ground. Let me have him. He's going
Okay.
to die anyway.
Wait, what did it say?
He's going to die. He basically, the blade is saying to you, let it have him. He's going to die anyway.
Oh no, I've got other things going on. I'm As much as I may have caused the deaths of innocents, it's not something I do on purpose. So, nor do I accept it from others. So I'm going to actually cut his heart out.
Oh, but if you let me have him. Let me have him.
I got no time for you right now, sword.
Just leave me beside him.
Nope.
You don't need to hold me. Just let me feed on him.
To what end?
Give me one of your vials and I'll share.
Tempting as that is, I think I'm going to pass. I need this. I need to do something. I need to do right by others right now. We can worry about evil later.
Okay.
So I'm going to
always
ignore
another
my blade.
time.
'Cause- Huh?
There's always another time.
There we go. Another time. But the cleric kind of clarified a few things for me, and so I'm absolutely trying to ignore this blade as much as I can. So I'm going to do the grotesque thing of cutting out this mayor's heart, and then I'm going to go to. I'm going to ignore the blade still, and then I'm going to go over to
Give me a
where
willpower
Fernando and
check.
willpower.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a saving.
Oh, it's trying to force me, is it?
Yes, because you led someone in front of it. It's really pushing at you now.
I don't see willpower. Is
Willpower
Constitution?
saving throw.
Oh, okay. Where is it?
It's one of the
Saving
saving
throws.
throws.
I have Constitution, Dexterity, Wisdom, Charisma,
Wisdom.
Intelligence,
Sorry,
and
wisdom.
Strength.
Sorry, I keep using the wrong phrase. Willpower. Wisdom saving
12.
throw. Ooh, not enough.
So the blade is pushing me to do this.
Oh yeah, basically it's gonna tidy up for you after you cut the heart out. It's just cleaning up the mess. Sort of like a dog cleaning up after a cooking bowl, sort of thing. Removing the evidence.
All right. I'll just shake my head and be like, all right, well, let's try not to do that again in the future.
And it
I'll get
fills one of your vials with the stuff used in the. You remember the burning fire, the burning. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Living fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's filled one of your vials with it.
That'll be interesting. That'd be quite the arrowhead, wouldn't it?
Could be.
Or trap. Okay, so I have a vial of living fire. The only time I ever didn't want something and I got it anyway. Let's see, inventory, manage inventory. All right. Vial. Is that an item that you might have in there, or is it just you have to add it?
I haven't added it yet.
Okay, I'll leave it alone then if you're going to add it, because I don't know what properties you want to assign to it.
Yeah, I'm going to add some weird stuff to it probably tomorrow when I have time to write it.
Okay. All right, and I'll, yeah, like I said, I'll kind of shake my head and shiver that off and just be like, oh, okay, let's try not to do that again, and head over to Fernando and Richter over by the Goblin camp.
Well, it's going to take you a while to do that.
Okay.
Okay, Fernando, you're reaching the goblin camp. Well, what's left of the goblin camp. Can you roll a perception for me?
17.
There is a large mass, approximately 8 feet across, on the ground, like the cap of a huge mushroom pulsating. It's green, with sort of white spores all over the top.
And is that the only thing there?
That's the only thing that's changed. It's the tent is there. There's a hideous smell of burnt chocolate. But aside from that, no, what was left of the bodies is gone. The blood's gone. Everything's just the tent, this sort of mushroomy thing, and the fire that's burned out with the burnt chocolate on the top in a cauldron.
Richter, what that is? It looks like a giant mushroom.
I can't say I've ever seen anything like that before. More to the point, where did the bodies go? I mean, I suppose it's not impossible that someone's been through here and cleaned up, but then why didn't they do anything about the wreckage of the whole camp? It's just the bodies and blood that have gone. That looks ominous. Shall I use divine sense to detect evil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. And okay, so what do I sense?
You sense goodness from it.
Goodness.
Mm.
Whatever this is, it's not evil. In fact, I actively sense goodness from it. That's surprising. I don't know
Do you
what to
think
do
we
with
should?
this.
Do you think we should put the heads near it?
Hell, if I've got a better idea, let's do it.
Yes, we'll place the heads near it.
When you do, the heads seem to melt into a strange green fluid, and it all soaks back into the shape of the mushroom. And you hear a very strange voice coming from it. It's like a weird combination of voices shifting and changing with each word. Saying, thank you. You finally did well by us. We were not the same goblins you met before. We had been killed. But our friend here gave of himself to give us a different form of life. We don't fully understand it, but what began as a way to stop the evil of goblins has become a crusade to stop the cursed fire. So we seek to help you. Once we recover, you almost didn't make it in time. Just be very careful with the portals. You may not feel it this time, but they weaken you. Someone is taking advantage of it. But we must rest now. But thank you. It's sort of... the shape seems to sink back into the ground, into the darkness. Would you like to react at all?
Well, that was unexpected, and I need a drink. But, what was that it said about it almost being too late, and the portal was weakening us?
I have no idea. I'm beginning to think one should not ask too many questions now.
Maybe not.
It is how you say, Fernando, one of those life's mysteries.
Yeah.
Well, what would you like to do now, Fernando?
I'm gonna leave.
What, straight to the portal?
Mm.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna wait for everyone else, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
We're done here.
Yeah, I'll follow him. I'm not keen to stay in this village longer than I have to.
As you walk back, Noxious catches up to you.
Hey, I'm ready for the sacrifice. I've got a heart with me of their enemy. Where are they at?
That won't be necessary. They've been laid to rest. And yeah. So you can you might as well keep that heart then. If you...
They are now a weird mushroom.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess I'll keep this human heart for later. I guess that works, as long as they're sorted out.
Yeah, everything's taken care of.
Okay. Anybody have use for a human heart?
Not particularly, but you never know, I suppose.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, that mayor won't be being a dirty goblin racist anymore, though.
Anyone going to
that's the
ask him
mayor's
about
heart.
that?
So that's the mayor's heart, is it?
The less you know, the better.
We are
Could
not going to have
be.
any more nighttime visitors, are we?
Oh no, I don't believe so. He deserved everything he got. I mean, what might have happened to the mayor was probably well deserved.
You know what? I'll take that. That's good enough for me.
So I guess I very sheepishly take my human heart and put it in my backpack.
What, loose?
Huh?
What, loose?
No, I'll wrap it up and wrap it in wax to keep it from going bad on me.
Okay.
I'll seal it with wax.
I was just thinking to myself, he's storing a human heart in his bag with less consideration than I do for a Cornish pasty. Or a pie. You know, if you can't put one of those in your bag without your laptop getting absolutely ruined, then you definitely can't put a human heart in there.
I'll do the usual
at least
like I
a
do.
Tupperware box.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I'll come up with some use for it at some point.
Okay. So you will all head back through the portal together?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Can you use your return ticket and head back through?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Well, as you
Unless there's anything
emerge,
else I'm forgetting in this town.
as you emerge the other side, any of you have spell points?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're all used.
Spell?
All of them.
I mean, the only thing I have is blood curses.
Yep, they're used too.
Oh, okay. Other than that, I have a lot of magical items of various sorts.
Oh no, it's just the ones related to yourself, like to your actual
Okay.
thing. Any?
What about my lay on hands pool?
Yep, gone.
Sounds like time for a long rest.
Anything you would benefit back from a long rest, as I said, it just gone. It's been drained by the portal.
Anybody else feel a little off?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Is my channel divinity gone as well?
Yep. Oh yeah, all of it. Anything that has a limited use that day is gone.
Even the amulet of the drunken.
Yep.
Okay.
It has sucked you dry.
Well, maybe it'll make that sword behave itself then.
And it has made you feel very tired. So, Fernando, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna look at the others and go, oh my god. Ellen's had a night with 7 other companions that was not as exhausting as this.
Oh yeah, it feels like really badly draining because it's happened all at once.
I think Fernando needs to find somewhere to take a nap.
Yeah, I'm about ready for bed.
Yeah, I'm with you.
There's literally a tavern just in front of you.
Hey, there's a spot. Looks good to me.
Okay, I'll probably have some weapons waiting for me in the morning, so I'm gonna just.
Well,
Now
I'm just
this
gonna
town is
stumble. I'm
still
just
not
gonna
on our.
stumble up to the bar. 1 room, please.
oh, uh, um, Fernando.
This is getting old. I just want a room.
Well, of course, your suite is still available.
Excellent. Where is it?
You don't remember? Oh, if I'd drunk that much, I wouldn't remember. Yeah, top of the stairs, second on the left.
Go. I'm just gonna go straight up there.
Okay. Shall I put it on your tab?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Performing tomorrow?
Maybe we'll see what happens.
Okay. So I assume everyone's going to head up there for a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will call things to a close there.
Alright.
Now that you've arrived at Longkey. Well, I'd like to thank our audience for watching. We will pick things up next Tuesday
Hey.
at Longkey, and eventually everyone will be getting the boat back to the Cursed Isle. But have they found answers? And what will they find when they get back? Has Brunhilde been looking after the chickens? Has Taddy been cleaning her teeth? We'll find that out next week. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.